Luther King Jr. once said, life's most urgent and persistent question is, what are you going to do for others? Throughout this past month, I've asked myself, why am I running for president? I'm not running just for the title. I'm running for president because I want to affect change in the school. I'm running for president because I want to make sure that your ideas and your interests are represented. I'm running for president because I want to make sure that you have a voice. As cliche as this sounds, what matters to you matters to me, and I want to be able to pass policies that you care about. If being secretary has taught me anything this past year, it's that through hard work and resilience, we can get things accomplished together. This isn't about me, this is about you. And as I've said countless times, I want to make Bronx Science an awesome place for you. I want to have student town hall meetings and cabinet updates so you can stay informed. I want to revamp Spirit Days and host more events so that you can have fun. And I want to incentivize people to stay for our games through halftime shows and other means so that you can feel empowered. Because at the end of the day, you make Science what it is. And I know that together we can make Bronx Science strong. So remember, don't be a goof, vote Sabrina Raouf for SO President.
I fumbled with my ID card as I walked through the doors on the first day of freshman year. I stumbled out of a test, pale-faced, wondering if I was meant to be here. I trekked my way here through blizzards, wind, and rain. And just recently, I sat down on a bench in the courtyard and asked myself, what is it about our school that makes me feel like I belong here? What is it about our school that gives our community such a strong sense of excitement, of pride, and most of all, ambition? Now, some of you know me, and some of you don't. But there's one thing that we all share, our ambition to better ourselves, to someday better our world, and today, better Bronx Science. And what it comes down to is nominating someone who you feel shares your passion, your ambition, and ultimately, your vision. My vision is a better Bronx Science. Bronx Science where you're proud to walk through these doors each morning, and even prouder to walk out of them as graduates. And when I say you, I mean each and every one of you. No one should ever feel undervalued walking through these halls. Each one of you is an important tile in the greater mosaic that makes up Bronx Science. I want to listen to your ideas and fight for them. I will fight for water bottle fillers. I will fight for better stocked bathrooms that us students will be happy to use. I will fight for ping pong tables that we can use throughout the day. But I am just one person, and you are over 3,000 individuals, full of ideas, full of ambition. So let me help you. Reach for the stars and vote Jeremy Sklar for president.
Good morning, Bronx Science. I could use these 2 minutes to promise you that I'll make this school everything you've ever wanted it to be. But I'm not going to do that. I could also tell you that I'll make all your problems here at school go away. But I'm not going to do that either. What I will tell you is that I will do everything within my power to work with the student body and the school administration to make our next year here as enjoyable and convenient as possible. Now, how am I going to do all that? Well, for starters, here are just a few of the goals on my ever-expanding agenda. I want to organize 2 movie nights per semester, stock the vending machines with your favorite items, bring color printing to the library, raise awareness of our school's mental health resources, and contact special food trucks such as smoothie vendors and wings and things and so on, and have them come once a month. No disrespect to Jay and Ned, of course. Now, I could talk about my platform all day, but I'd rather use this time to speak about things that you can't just look up on my Facebook page or on a Google Doc. So first, I'd like to thank Ms. Parness and the Elections Committee for all their hard work and dedication during this process. They've been a great help. Also, I'd like to say that I've had a great time speaking with students and hearing their ideas over the past few weeks. It's just given me so much perspective and allowed me to see things from new points of view. I look forward to meeting many more of you personally so I can hear your thoughts and concerns as well. You guys got into the best high school in New York City, and I just want to give you the high school experience to match. My name is Cy Torriello, and I hope I get your vote.
Hi Bronx Science, my name is Matthew Burke and I want to be your next SO Vice President. As a junior here at Bronx Science, I've seen our school go through a lot of change. However, by talking to you all, I only see the opportunity for more. At Bronx Science, we're a community, and thus you deserve to have your voices heard, and that's exactly what I'll do if I'm your next Vice President. As Vice President, I'll keep our school clean, and I'll do this by creating the Cleanliness Committee, a leadership team that will provide NHS service and leadership credits to all who participate. The sole focus of the Cleanliness Committee will be on sanitation, so thus we'll focus on problems such as bathroom problems, trash in the halls, as well as new recycling initiatives. I know that with the Cleanliness Committee, we can keep Bronx Science clean. As Vice President, I'll also make sure to focus on PSAL teams as well as Ultimate Frisbee by providing them with more funding to lower the cost of new apparel, new gear, as well as transportation. And I'll do this by creating a booster club. And with a booster club, we can fundraise tax-free for all these PSAL teams, so the focus becomes less on the money and more about having fun with your students and playing sports. And overall, my goal as Vice President is to make your lives here at Bronx Science easier and better. That's exactly why I want to have a policy to make teachers post homework due the next day and to have test topics posted a week before online, so that students know exactly what they need to get the grade they want. I also have the policy to allow students to use their OSIS to leave the building as well as enter the library. I don't feel it's fair to have students be punished, and I feel like we should give the students the benefit of the doubt if they forget their ID for 1 or 2 days. Overall, I want to make Bronx Science life better. I want to increase school spirit by having new SO events, such as hosting an art gallery, where we can have students showcase their artwork to parents as well as other students with food and music. Overall, I know this is a lot, but together we can put in the work, together we can vote Burke.
Hi Bronx Science, my name is Swara Kalva and I'm ready to be your next SO Vice President. Now with such a qualified field of candidates, you might be wondering, why vote for her? Well, I'm here to give you some reasons. For the past year, I have worked side by side with the current SO leadership, as I am a member of cabinet, and I have gained invaluable experiences that have given me unique insights into what goes into actually implementing changes and ideas in our school. In other words, I know what it takes to realistically make change occur in our school, and I can make sure that you guys have a say in that change. In addition, I know what it means to lead. I was co-captain of the JV volleyball team, and I'm currently the co-chair of the junior prom committee. And so you can trust me to be assertive when it comes to making decisions for you and making sure that you guys are taken into consideration. Now, you might be wondering, why else should I vote for SWAR? Well, the most important reason is that I truly care about the students, and I truly care about the school. I care about everything involved in the school, and that's why, if elected, I want to implement movie night fundraisers in which students can not only enjoy movies with their friends, but can also choose what the funding goes into. In addition, I want to start a student public forum in which students can directly address members of the administration about any concerns they might have, giving them more of a voice. And lastly, it's because I truly care about you that I want to expand on our already abundant mental health resources, because we could do so much better. This school and its students is something that I am truly passionate about, and I would be honored to be your next Vice President. So remember, vote for Swara, and together we'll go far. Thank you.
Hello Bronx Science students, my name is Jessica Wang, and I'm running to be your next SO Vice President. Throughout my time here, I've learned to be many things. A friend, a scholar, a Wolverine, but most importantly of all, I've learned to be a good listener. And that's what I plan to do as your next Vice President. Listen. I want to hear your ideas, whether they're big or small, and do everything in my power to implement them to the best of my ability. Working for the benefit of others has always been a passion of mine. Now, I can go on for the next minute explaining how my experiences in the NHS or the Senate have molded me into a qualified candidate for this position. However, this isn't about me. This is about all of you. So I want to talk about how my platform ideas will help make the school a better place for everyone. I plan to sustain relations with the student body and make sure continue to fight for justice, equality, and transparency. I will reform vending machines to stop. I will reform vending machines and make sure they're stocked with healthy and popular snacks. I'll push for working water fountains, including those targeted to fill up water bottles. I will incentivize school spirit by introducing various events to nurture our student body into a community, including the introduction of a new line of inexpensive school apparel, including those with student input. But Bronx Science Bronx Science, this is about me. This isn't about me or getting into college. This is about you. I care about your interests and your voice. If elected, I'll put in 150% effort to make sure that our campaign goals are met. So don't settle for less and vote yes.
A good leader is someone who truly listens to their people. Hello, Bronx Science. I'm Artea Brahai, and I want to be your SO secretary, your go-to listener, and the person who truly represents you. Therefore, my ideas are a collection of your concerns. First, I want to help people with mental health issues by creating a mental health workshop in which a psychiatrist can talk to a large group of people about what it means to be mentally and emotionally healthy. Second, I want to increase the transparency between the student government and the student body. Therefore, I want to have a student-driven agenda in which students can talk about a concern of theirs on an anonymous online issue forum. And I'll compile a list of all those concerns, and that will be the basis for the next cabinet principal meeting. So this way, you truly get to run the student government. Second, in order to inform the people on exactly what's happening within our school, I want to have an announcement calendar in which all the important tryout dates as well as SO events are listed for that month. This way, you never miss a date again. In addition, I want to make course selection easier for everyone so they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. Therefore, I propose an updated course selection section on the Bronx Science website to include not only the class syllabus, but letters written specifically by teachers to explain about what they expect from students as well as their course load. In addition, I want to have students who have already taken a course help out students who are interested in a course by having a student panel on course selection day. This way, they can help out students, and in exchange, they will get NHS service credit. While this may seem like a lot of ideas, and while it may be overwhelming, I know it's possible. As someone who's worked in cabinet for a year now, I know how to turn a dream into reality, and I know how to work with the administration to truly get things done. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I'm a sophomore and I'm running to be your next SO secretary. I'm originally from Brazil and I moved here about 5 years ago. As an immigrant, it was amazing to see the extent of the diversity that runs through the veins of Bronx Science. It's what makes Bronx Science what it is. So what makes me qualified to be the secretary for such a wonderful student body? Well, first of all, this fall I was captain of the JV volleyball team. I'm also part of the National Organization for Women, Project Fire, as well as the advisory board. So I'm already thinking about the problems in our school and how to fix them. So my first idea, if elected, is to continue to break the glass ceiling within our school, as was initiated with the implementation of tampons to the girls' bathrooms. In doing so, I would like to make the reading curriculums more inclusive with the addition of female writers as well as more writers of color. Next, I would like to make a specific section in the website to put the daily announcements each and every day. This would not only make it so that the students can actually hear the announcements, but it also make it so that our students and our sports teams get the recognition they deserve. Next, I would like to make Bronx Science a school that can fundraise more than 300 cans in a can drive when we have more than 3,000 students in attendance, therefore increasing school spirit. Next, I would also like to make Bronx Science a place where it's safe despite the political happenings in our country by pushing more programs such as Community Aware as well as Project Fire. Lastly, the issue of the bathroom has always been a problem within our school, but if elected, I want to fight for there to be divisors in the boys' urinals, locks in the girls' stalls, and for the bathrooms to be open for the entirety of the school day. There's no 100% certainty on that, but it's what I want to fight for. So remember, from March 31st to April 3rd, it would be a tragedy if you didn't vote frag. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ishan Modi, running to be your secretary for the upcoming school year. In a school with 3,000 students, creating an ideal school day, one where no students endure any challenges or frustration, is a task difficult to accomplish and to promise. But what I can promise to you and to all of the student body is making sure that Bronx Science becomes a more convenient place, a more engaging society, and a place where students help each other out. First, I want to tell you why I'm most qualified for this position. As part of the speech and debate team and serving as the president of my middle school, I've experienced communicating with my peers and establishing relations with them. These skills are needed to be secretary because you have to be able to take in consideration of ideas that are being brought in every day, and it's because I'm most efficient at this task, I believe I'm the most qualified. As far as the reason why I'm running for this position, ever since I've entered Bronx Science, I've always wanted to participate in the student government, however was unable to due to scheduling conflicts. But I will be able to be your secretary next year. Here's why you should vote for me. First, I want to expand the trackpad system in our school. Basically today, if you forget your ID, there's no way for you to enter the library or leave the school building during free periods. But that's okay, because when I'm secretary, you will be able to do that by just typing in your OSIS. This creates a more convenient place for our students. Next, I want to establish a t-shirt designing contest. Basically, the winner who designs the best Bronx Science t-shirt will then win a prize I will work with student leadership to determine, and a certain number of those t-shirts will then be distributed at sports games, incentivizing more students to show up. That t-shirt will also be available to purchase on the school website, increasing school spirit. I will also create more opportunities for students to gain NHS credits by allowing them to help cabinets set up for events. This creates also a more convenient society. Lastly, I want to make sure that each and every student is recognized for all their awards that they win. How exactly I will do this? At the end of the week, I will publish awards won by students, making sure that they're recognized for their awards. I want to maximize every opportunity a student receives when they enter Bronx Science and make sure that when they graduate, they reach their fullest potential. And this will happen when I'm your secretary.
Hey guys, my name is Chevy and I'm ready to be your next Senior Council President. Now, I believe the position of Senior Council President is very important because they manage all aspects of senior year, including events and activities. I believe I'm qualified for this position as I spent the past year in Senate, as well as working the past 2 years at the Queens Night Market as their event manager. Now, my platform encompasses all aspects of senior year, including fun, colleges, careers, and de-stressing. To address fun, my 10 and 10 plan will host 10 events throughout 10 months. I'll be keeping current events such as Senior Appreciation Day and Homecoming with new additions, while at the same time adding on new events such as the Senior Sports Tournament, Class Wars, as well as the Voice of Bronx Science. To address the stress that comes from colleges and careers, I will be hosting the College Majors and Career Interests Fair, where we invite people from the Bronx Science community, as well as alumni, to come in and basically talk about how they ended up where they are today, and what they did and how they decided where they wanted to go to college, and basically what majors they wanted to do. Finally, I'll be adding in a special NHS section within a senior lounge for people who need to do homework or study for a test that's next period, because let's be honest, who does their homework at home? Finally, I want to talk about prom. Prom is this wonderful, amazing night for all seniors, and we all know that can be a little heavy on the wallet. So to address this, I'll be fundraising. Through Chancellor's Regulations A610, I'm allowed to sell concessions, and I'll be selling these concessions at senior events. These concessions will be pizza, chips, and just kind of snacks to help alleviate the cost, and I hope that throughout all these actions, prom will be a lot affordable for most people. Thanks guys for listening, and make sure to vote Chevrolet to make senior year Chevrolet.
Hi Bronx Science, my name is Michael Miller and I'm running to be your next Senior Council President. I understand how much work all of you have put in over the past 3 years. I understand that junior year has already been incredibly stressful, and I understand that the last thing you guys want to think about are college applications. That's why if you elect me to be your Senior Council President, my primary goal is making sure that your time as a senior is well spent, making sure that you can be as relaxed as senior year will allow. And I have a couple ideas to make sure that that happens, already outlined within my platform, which I hope you take a better look at. First, I want to have professionals come in after school to help you with dealing with what you want your career choice to be, what you want your major to be when you go into college. This way, when they talk about what they do on a day-to-day basis, you get a better feel of what it would be like to go into that field. Second, I want to encourage senior teachers to hold more subject-related field trips so that you can see in person what you're learning about in class. And furthermore, it'll help academically motivate you during second semester of senior year. Third, I want to improve funding mechanisms when it comes to senior events, making sure that all senior events are well funded, but also making sure that events where you have to pay for, like prom, are better subsidized, meaning you have to pay less. However, none of these reforms are actually possible without proper communication and proper transparency, two major pillars of my platform. I want to install a consistently updated senior bulletin board where you know all of the deadlines and events coming up. And I also want to get more input from the senior class into the senior council. But why should you choose me to carry out these reforms? Well, I'm responsible, I'm hardworking, I have plenty of experience planning fun events and effectively communicating with the administration. I have represented my homeroom for the past 3 years, and I hope to represent the senior class as Senior Council President. Hi, I'm Michael Miller. Remember, it's Miller time, and vote Michael Miller for Senior Council President.
Hi Bronx Science, I'm Rebecca Singer and I want to be your next Senior Council President. Senior year is supposed to be the most memorable, exciting, and special part of your high school experience, and I want to be a Senior Council President so I can guarantee it's all of that. First, I'll coordinate fundraisers to reduce the cost of prom tickets. One fundraiser would be selling class of 2018 and senior merchandise through the school store. This will make prom more affordable and accessible to all of us. Also, college applications are a stressful time for every student. I promise to work with teachers to reduce the amount of tests and assignments we get during the main weeks where college applications are due. Also, I'll create a college mentorship program where we connect a student to a Bronx alum currently attending the school which the student will attend so that they can learn more about the college and the social life there. In addition, I will make senior year even more fun by organizing class trips. Also, I will expand Senior Appreciation Day by holding raffles, having a senior t-shirt contest, and by adding a photo booth. Also, I will try to add games to the senior section of the cafeteria, such as pool and foosball. In addition, I will try to give every student a Bronx Science lanyard at the end of the year. Lastly, I will create a Senior Council Facebook page to receive suggestions and keep students informed about what the Senior Council is doing. As a member of JSU, DECA, Yearbook, Senate, NHS, and Debate, I've been actively involved in the student life of our school and have experience working with the school to promote a better environment. In addition, I'm on the J-Prom committee, which uniquely qualifies me for this position as I have experience planning school events. So remember, to have a great senior year, don't linger and vote Singer. Thank you.
Hi Bronx Science, my name is Johanna Nagy and I'm running to be your next JSLT. So when a candidate stands in front of you, many of you might ask yourselves the question, why should I vote for you instead of another candidate? Well, I've been on the Senate for 2 years now, which has brought to my attention some of the problems in our school. I'm also part of Leap Club, Current Events Forum, and our school softball team. And as a result of all this, I learned of the many different things people have had to say about Bronx Science. My overall social involvement and my involvement in school policy has given me the belief that I can make a difference and continues to educate me on the problems of the school. The next question you might ask yourself is, what are you actually going to do as JSLT? Well, first, I know that many of us get more and more anxious the more we have to wait for our test results to be posted on PeoplePath. So as JSLT, I'm going to work with departments to encourage teachers to post their test results on PeoplePath a week after a test is given, just to ease some of our anxiety and to give us time to reflect on how we did. Next, the policy of dropping our lowest test scores in our Math Regents class with our mid-year and finals is a great policy, and it would be very beneficial to us if we could implement this in more science and math AP classes. As a result of this, I plan on working with teachers to make this happen. Lastly, too many students have come up to me and told me that they had to drop their lunch period junior year just so that they could take their required health class. As JSLT, I plan on offering freshmen and sophomores the opportunity to take health class during the year instead of during summer school, just so that they don't have to go through this. The last question you may ask yourself when you look upon me is, should I vote for you? And I tell you that I am hardworking, passionate, and I'm truly dedicated about making Bronx Science better. Thank you.
I want you to understand that I understand balancing clubs, teams, schoolwork, social life. I understand waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning every single day to go to school. I understand the long sleep-deprived nights that are all too common here at Bronx Science. I understand how hard it is, and I want to help. Today, I'm not here because I particularly like making campaign speeches or because I find writing posters with my name on it entertaining. I'm here because I truly believe that school shouldn't be this stressful. It shouldn't be this hard. And together we can help change that about Bronx Science. That's what all of my policies are about, making our lives easier. Starting with academic reform, like reaching out to teachers and SLT members, about standardizing extra credit for AP Sciences, for replacing your lowest test grades, for test topic lists to be posted online, for half peer review sessions before scheduled exams, for more informed course selection and SGI guidelines at the beginning of the year. But second, I want sanitation reform, so we actually enjoy being in Bronx Science more, with hydration stations for cleaner water, for more restocked supplies, for air filters for our bathrooms and later closing times. But most of all, I want you to know about these things and for the reform that I want to make to even be possible. That's why I want to improve communication through Wolverine TV, through social media, and updates at every Senate meeting. That's why I want to work with the SO and with the advisory board, so us students have a unified and more figure of a voice. I can't promise you that there won't be bumps along the way. I can't promise you that our days will consist of finger painting, extended lunch, and a nap. But I can promise you that things will be better because I will do everything in my power to make a difference. A week from now, I want you to have hope.
hope for change, and hope for a better future. I'm Sydney Tay, and I want to be your next junior SLC.